Hey guys, welcome back for another fun week here at the Swiss Out. I can't wait to find out another promise from God. But before we do, let's all stand up and sing a song together.
I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. I say promise, you say maker, promise, maker, promise, maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise, keeper, promise, keeper. I say promise, you say maker, promise, maker, promise, maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise, keeper, promise, keeper. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper.
Natalie? Natalie? Hey, Natalie!
Hey. Hi.
Hey, I can't believe you fell asleep during your shift again. You can't expect me to stay up all night long on this gnome patrol. You have to do your part too, you know.
Sorry I dozed off, alright? But maybe it's because I'm exhausted. We've been trying to find this gnome thief for days now, and it's wearing me out. I need rest.
I know, I'm just frustrated that we haven't made any progress between gnome stealing, prize money snatching, and putting the pet penguins in the indoor pool. All the guests are leaving the Alpine Inn for Mr. Owl.
If our gnome thief keeps sabotaging the Alpine Inn, it's gonna be ruined forever. Nobody's gonna wanna come back. There's gotta be a way we can get him and stop this thing once and for all. It's time for us to fight back.
Oh, okay, but what if this guy is way bigger and stronger than us?
Let's just split up and see if we can find some things around the inn that we can use to fight him.
Great idea.
Yo-lay-hoo.
I didn't find anything to fight our gnome thief with. I hope you had better luck than me.
Oh, I did. I found the perfect thing. What if we use these to fight them? We'll just hide here in the lobby, wait for that gnome napping thief to come through here and blast him with the snowballs when he least expects it.
Brilliant! Your plan is totally gonna work. Wait.
What?
But how is he gonna show up here? Do we have to wait around all day and all night? Like, are we both already exhausted standing guard?
True.
Okay, what if we lured him here with what he's been after? A gnome? We could set a trap, and then when he comes to steal a gnome, we could blast him with the snowballs.
Oh, that's too good. Where do we find a gnome?
Well, let's start looking.
Yo-lay-hoo.
Guess what I found?
Please say it's a gnome.
It's a gnome and a snack!
What? The gnome was eating a snack?
Yep, we have a gnome napper on the loose, and here is our gnome just relaxing and eating a snack without a care in the world. I guess he isn't too worried.
Maybe we should pinch his nose so we can find out why he's so chill.
Hey guys, I'm Alex, and this is Craig.
Hey.
The Bible tells us that there's this mean dude named Pharaoh. Are you mad?
I'm the Pharaoh.
Oh, he had been using God's people, the Israelites, as slaves in Egypt for a really long time, and one day he decided to let them go.
Yeah!
The Israelites were really excited to be free,
Freedom!
and they relied on God to show them which way to go. God used a cloud to guide them during the day, and fire at night. After the Israelites had gone,
Bye.
Pharaoh stopped and thought about what he had done. Without the slaves, who was going to do all the hard work?
Not me.
He wanted God's people to be his slaves again, so what did he do? Pharaoh got in his chariot and his entire army ready to chase after them. The Egyptian army marched through the desert until they finally caught up to God's people. Meanwhile, the Israelites had stopped and camped near the Red Sea. And when they looked back to see the Egyptian army coming after them, they were terrified. Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay.
They were so afraid that they started complaining to Moses, saying it would have been better to stay in Egypt as slaves.
Go back.
Moses calmed them down by saying, "Don't be afraid. Stand firm. You will see the Lord save you today. Do you see those Egyptians?
Yeah.
You will never see them again. The Lord will fight for you. Just be still." What a relief. The Israelites knew they couldn't take on Pharaoh's army, but God promised to fight for them. First, God took the cloud that had been guiding the Israelites and put it behind them so they couldn't be seen by the Egyptians. Then God told Moses to stop at the edge of the Red Sea and hold out a stick.
Boom.
When he did this, God split the sea in half. Wait, how'd he split the sea? I don't think it looked like slicing a watermelon.
I got it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Moses did exactly what God told him to do. All he had to do was reach out his hand, and just like that, God parted the water, so the Israelites could walk across. The Egyptians chased after them into the sea, but God had a plan to stop them. God threw the Egyptian army into a panic,
Oh no!
jammed their wheels,
Spoon.
and made their chariots stop. Just like that. God told Moses to reach out his hand again over the sea, and water fell back into place. The Egyptians tried to turn and go back, but it was too late. The entire Egyptian army was swept into the sea. The Israelites knew that the Lord had saved them from Pharaoh and his army. Even when they thought things were going to get bad and they were going to get caught, they learned they could always trust God's promise to fight for them.
Oh man, we almost made a big mistake trying to fight that gnome napper on our own, didn't we?
I think so. Instead of trying to fight him, I think we need to trust God's promise and let him fight for us.
Yes, those Israelites were in a really scary situation on their own. The Egyptian army sounds even scarier than our problem. But the Israelites trusted God to take care of things for them, and he did. If God can split the Red Sea in half to save the Israelites from the Egyptians, then he can definitely save the Alpine Inn.
I agree. No more plans or traps or nightly gnome patrol from here on out. We just need to be still and let God fight for us.
Oh man, I feel so much better. Now that we don't have anything to worry about fighting and we don't have to fight the gnome napper anymore, what do you think we should do?
I think we should take a hint from our gnome friend and go get a snack. I'm starving.
Yes, good idea.
Oh man, can you believe Natalie and Brooke? They almost tried to fight the gnome thief all on their own. But after they heard our Bible story today, they changed their plans and allowed God to fight for them. In our Bible story, the Israelites were being followed by the massive Egyptian army, and they were really scared. But Moses helped them understand that God's promises to fight for them. They could trust that God would come through for them even when the situation seemed impossible. Just as God promised to fight for the Israelites, He promises to fight for us too. And that's what we need to know today. Let's all say this together. God's promises to fight for me. Before you go, let's all bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray together. God, thank you for loving us and promising to fight for us. We know that you are the most powerful. When we are too worried or afraid, help us to trust you to take care of everything. We love you. Amen. Bye, guys.